Hey guys, welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Whew, so anyway, I'm going to go talk to Zevran, and because he is kind of unpredictable, I decided that I'm going to keep this dialogue guide next to me. I've had some issues with getting the right approval out of him, and considering I want to romance him, I would like to, you know... Okay. Okay, Kirsch, answer some questions.
Alright, but I get to stare at you luridly while you do so.
Of course. Tell me a little bit about Antiva.
Oh, you wish to know about Antiva, do you? The only way to truly appreciate it would be to go there. It is a warm place, not cold and harsh like this Ferelden. In Antiva it rains often, but the flowers are always in bloom. Or so the saying goes.
Seems I can choose any of these. So let's see, what would she say? Don't you want to go back?
It's not really a matter of wanting to go back. I cannot go. At least not yet. I hail from the glorious Antiva city, home to the royal palace. It is a glittering gem amidst the sand, my Antiva city. Do you come from someplace comparable?
Of course, my mother was better than any gem.
You have me there, indeed. I, for one, can make no such claim, as I never laid eyes on the woman. You know what is most odd? We speak of my homeland, and for all its wine and its dark-haired beauties and the lilo flutes of the minstrels, I miss the leather the most.
This I have to hear.
I mean the smell. For years, I lived in a tiny apartment near Antiva City's leather-making district, in a building where the crows stored their youngest recruits, packed in like crates. I grew accustomed to the stench, even though the humans complained of it constantly. To this day, the smell of fresh leather is what reminds me most of home, more than anything else.
You sound like you've been away from home forever.
Oh, not so long, I know. It is my first time away from Antiva, however, and the thought of never returning makes me think of it constantly. Before I left, I was tempted to spend what little coin I possessed on leather boots I spotted in the store window. Finest Antivan leather. Perfect craftsmanship. Ah, but I was a fool to leave them. I thought, Zevran, you can buy them when you return as a reward for a job well done. More the fool I, no?
And let me see here. It seems the only one that you can say that does not negate approval is your home is still there, Zevran. Which I just say that, you know, to show you how difficult this guy can be. Your home is still there, Zevran.
True, and it's a comforting thought. One simply never knows what is to come next. How could I have suspected I would end up defeated by a beautiful Grey Warden, a woman who then spares my life? I could not.
Let me see, which one gets me the most? Okay. Beautiful, is it?
I say you are beautiful because it is true. Should I not?
No, by all means.
And glad I am to hear it. Now, if it is all the same to you, I would prefer not to speak more of Antiva. It makes me wistful and hungry for a proper meal.
Yay! Alright, so let's see what else do I have to talk to him about. Here to answer some questions.
All right, but I get to stare at you luridly while you do so.
This one is another one where it seems... Oh, never mind. Okay, it's not quite so bad. Okay. Do you actually enjoy being an assassin?
And why not? There are many things to enjoy about being a crow in Antiva. You are respected, you are feared, the authorities go out of their way to overlook your trespasses, even the rewards are nothing to turn your nose up at. As for the killing part, well, some people simply need assassinating. Or do you disagree?
No, you're probably right.
I often find myself the instrument of fate, ending these lives for one necessity or another. I console myself with the notion that most of them have it coming. As far as enjoying the act of killing itself, why not? There is a certain artistry to the deed, the pleasure of sinking your blade into their flesh and knowing that their life is in your hands.
I know what you mean.
There are many things I did not enjoy about being a crow, of course. Having no choice, being treated as an expendable commodity, the rules, oh, so many rules. But simply being an assassin, I like it just fine. I will continue to do it if I can, even if I am not a crow. Honestly, could you picture me doing something else?
A handsome elf like you, I can think of a few things.
I mean professionally. Or maybe you mean professionally as well. Perhaps you intend to peddle my services to bored Ferelden noblewomen. It is an interesting thought, but I've always removed my clothes strictly on an amateur basis. A talented amateur, of course, but an amateur nonetheless. Of course, all these thoughts are moot. Chances are still good that you and I will perish, eaten by darkspawn or slain by the crows at some point. Very gruesomely, I imagine. But it is pleasant enough to chat about. Come, let's move on while our boots still have some wear in them.
Hehehe. Okay, so I should be able to have another conversation with him.
I've a question, if I may.
Okay, let me just find this. I just want to make sure that I get... Okay, yes, I got it. Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
Is this after I ravish you in celebration?
Of course it is afterwards. The ravishing part is a given. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong?
Oh, you know what? I didn't see which one of these would give me the most. There's always a use or two for a handsome elf.
I'm sure I could come up with a few more if pressed. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
Haha, look at that. See, it definitely helps to have a guide. Anyway, I just want to make sure that I was trying to find the paths that you could take that would make it the longest. And also, give me, obviously, the most relationship points. Alright, let me see if there's anything else. Yes, I'm gonna just keep talking to him, just so you know.
Alright, but I get to stare at you luridly while you do so.
Okay, wait, let me find this one. Where is it? Hold on. Control F. Shoot, what the hell? Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Found it. Okay, so tell me about your adventures.
My adventures? I'm hardly an old man just returned from across the ocean, am I? Should I shake my fist at nearby children while I talk about the good old days?
You certainly talk like you've had adventures.
Falling down a flight of stairs is an adventure. Falling into someone's bed, also an adventure. I am assuming what you're looking for are professional anecdotes. Let's see, my second mission ever for the Crows was a bit intriguing. I was sent to kill a mage who had been meddling in politics.
The Crows are willing to anger the Circle of Magi?
In Antiva, nobody is too important to escape the reach of the Crows. They've killed kings and queens. That is simply how it is. As it turned out, the mage in question was quite a delightful young woman. Long, divine legs, as I recall. I caught her in a carriage on her way to escape to the provinces. After I killed her guard, she got down on her hands and knees and begged for her life. Rather aptly, I might add. So I joined her in the carriage for the night and left the next morning.
Oh, jeez. And she didn't try to kill you?
Well, yes, twice, actually. Then she decided to try and use me instead. The woman had actually convinced me to speak to the Crows on her behalf. What can I say? I was young and foolish at the time. Then, as I was kissing her goodbye to return to Antiva City, she slipped on the threshold and fell backwards out of the carriage. Broke her neck. Shame, really, but at least it happened quickly.
Oh, jeez. So you didn't actually kill her?
Not actually, no. I was a bit unimpressed by the development at first. Then I found out that she had told the driver to take her to Janellen instead. She had planned to lose me in the provinces. I would have looked very foolish to the Crows. As it was, my master was very impressed that I had done such a fine job of making it look like an accident. The Circle of Magi was unaware of foul play, and everyone was happier all around.
These sort of things happen to you often?
Like being spared by a benevolent Mark who then helps me escape from the Crows? Yes, it does seem to happen now and again, doesn't it? It was after that when I learned that one needn't let a pretty face go to your head. Professionalism was key. That's my moral of the day, you see.
So you never mix business with pleasure?
Well, there is you. But I'll point out that you did have to capture me and tie me up first. Every rule has its exception. Now that I've mentioned tying me up in that context, do we have extra rope about?
Okay, that definitely should have had more conversation to it. I don't know if that was a glitch, but apparently I was supposed to be able to say already done, or I think that can be arranged. Oh well. Doesn't matter. I can go talk to Alistair then.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Okay, never mind.
About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough.
I think there's
What
gotta
do you
be
need?
something else to ask.
Ask away.
Oh, I didn't even see this one. Okay, why did you keep your birthright a secret?
You never asked?
That's a cheap answer.
Alright. If you want the full explanation, I'll give it to you. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. how do you just tell someone that?
How about, by the way, I'm the heir to the throne.
Yes, well, I suppose part of me kind of liked you not knowing.
Why? What happens when people find out?
They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
You probably don't have a choice in the matter.
You can say that again. I don't think I've ever had a choice in the matter. Right from when I was born, all my choices have been made for me. I guess I should be thankful that Arl Eamon is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's alright. Oh, I hope he's alright. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. I guess I was just hoping that you would like me for who I am. It was a dumb thing to do.
Apology accepted.
I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
Oh, good, I got 1 point out of him! Okay, so anyway, I think that's kind of it. I really don't want to talk to Leliana. Please don't make me talk to Leliana. And I talked to Morgan, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. So, let me check out my inventory while I'm here. Okay, so that's just... Let's see what we got here. Actually, yeah. Now that I think of it, I'm going to go over, because I'm just thinking if I need to sell anything.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
I'm not going to go with this just yet. Let me sell my stuff.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Just, you know, while I'm thinking of it, I'd like to get rid of my helms, because I'm never going to use them anyway. I'll keep the Templar helm, because Alistair will eventually use that. If, you know, I haven't checked to see if he could use the... Oh, no, he can't. Never mind. Alright, go back to here. But, there's obviously some mage stuff to be had here.